people have been losing lives. And it's all because of spawnism. If you don't know what spawnism is, this video would explain everything. People in that group have very firm beliefs. So a game called Forsaken had a character named Two Time. His role is to do a ritual to gain a second life. In that ritual, he's supposed to stab the killer 3 times, and he's able to gain a second life. The members of spawnism saw this and decided to do the same. If you feel uncomfortable, please click off the video. The members of spawnism were forced, or wanted, to do a ritual for a second life. It's not how you'd expect them to do it. At times, people are forced to carve spawnism's symbol on their skin, and people got badly hurt or injured from that. And about everyone from that group is aged from 13 to 15, which means young people have hurt themselves severely. Also, spawnism takes it a bit too far and makes people cut out their skin or make asterisk cells. Sometimes in extreme situations, this can lead to human which is really extreme for people, especially those young people in spawnism. I warn you again, if you feel uncomfortable, click off the video. And all of this has led to 60 deaths. Not only 60, but it seems like there are more. Also, once people do the ritual correctly, they will have to die. But in the end, they do not get a second life, which means all the injury wasn't worth it. Now we move on to the next chapter. People in that group are usually pressured to be perfect or follow the rules. And they say that to secure the second life. And for people, it could lead to depression, guilt, anxiety, and more. And the most feeling they would get is the constant fear of failure. It's common for people in these systems to feel that they're not doing enough, or aren't worthy of the second life they were promised. This leads to severe health consequences and creates a toxic environment where individuals constantly feel inadequate or unworthy of love and acceptance. When people devote their entire lives to belief system, often with no positive results, they can experience severe disappointment. The psychological toll of believing in something as life, changing as a second life, and then realizing that it isn't coming to fruition, can trigger deep existential despair and depression. When individuals devote themselves to a belief system like spawnism, especially one that involves strict rules and a prescribed way of living, they often lose their sense of self-identity. Instead of being seen as individuals with their own desires, preferences, and personal goals, they are reduced to mere followers of the ideology. Over time, this creates a kind of identity crisis, where they may no longer understand who they are, outside of the group's expectations. This can cause feelings of dissociation, where someone feels disconnected from their own body or sense of reality. In extreme cases, people can experience depersonalization disorder, which is characterized by a feeling of being an outside observer of one's own life, as if they're living in a dream. Spawnism really makes people feel different. Let's move on to the 3rd chapter before the conclusion. Cults or religions like spawnism often encourage their followers to cut ties with non-believers or people who question the teachings. This can lead to complete social isolation. People may be encouraged to sever relationships with family, friends, or anyone who doesn't believe in the same promises of a second life. This deprives people of social support, which is essential for mental health and well-being. Isolating someone from their network can make them more dependent on the group and less likely to escape. It might be so extreme that people only trust the group. Family members will be like enemies. Friends will be ghosted. No one will be trusted anymore. Most times, they, the members of spawnism, do it to please their leader and group. And some people might still want to be in the group, and now are forced to hate their family members and more. Sadly, this causes a lot of heartbreaks, the member of spawnism, and the people they are ghosting and hating. It's the fault. They need to do something for this drama to end, and so no death sentence because that's too far. And how do you deal with spawnism? anyone close to you are in spawnism, you need to warn them so they do not get hurt. You should never trust what spawnism says. Do not join their group or cult at all. If you get invited, reject immediately. Carving symbol into your skin is not okay. Try not to talk with any members of spawnism. They can trick you into joining at times. Based off everything, spawnism is a dangerous cult, harming people and causing deaths to a lot. Not to mention, most of them were young. More than 60 people were really hurt, causing a lot of damage to people. Deaths were really harsh at those times, since they had injured themselves before death. The drama is disgusting and needs to be stopped. The isolation is bad, and physical health is real bad. People's lives are on the line and people lost their lives. This is a warning for everyone. Warn everyone you know or is close to you about spawnism. But I recommend to not warn people about it who are younger than 15. Thank you for watching this rant, and if there's anything you want me to read about, comment down below.